Hello there, gang, and welcome to Model Behaviour. Coming at you with the only news that matters. It's good news. There's a whole bunch to talk about, so let's talk about it. Kicking things off with New York City Comic Con, going straight over to the Marvel Legends booth, and of course they have on display Giant Man. These pictures are courtesy of Toy Arc. Go over to Toy Arc to check out all of them in their glorious detail. And speaking of glorious detail, of course, look at that face. Look at that face. How is that a face you could say no to? Quite frankly, you couldn't. You shouldn't. And I'm just saying that I want you to pre-order the HasLab because I want it. And the more I see these pictures, the more I think, yeah, I really do want it. But I guess that not a lot of people do, because we're barely halfway with the HasLab and with the Kickstarter. And honestly, I'm starting to get a little bit worried. I don't know if this guy is going to fund, and it'll be a real shame if he doesn't, because I want him. That's all. But look at the detail in that face. Look at the glassy shimmering eyes. I'm not trying to sell you. I'm just gushing over it myself because I dig it. And I want to have it in my display, but I don't think I'm necessarily going to, unless we have a major push at the end of the HasLab campaign. Like, unless the ball really starts picking up speed in the last couple of days, I don't think it's going to fund, which is a real disappointment. But also, you know, Marvel Legends, they've not done a great job of marketing this guy, because there's no other ancillary legends that are really kind of keeping the conversation alive. What they should have done, excuse me while I tell industry professionals who have been doing this for years how to do their jobs, because I'm a schmuck in a bedroom on a YouTube channel, but here we go. What y'all should have done was get a whole bunch of complimentary action figures that you could have announced and revealed each week of the HasLab campaign. Not as tiers, but just as standalone figures that will keep the conversation alive and keep people's interest peaked. Like in the first week, you could have announced that you're doing a retro Yellow Jacket. Then the next week, a retro Wasp. Then maybe a repainted gold Mark I Iron Man. Then, I don't know, anything else. Another Ultron, a different version of Ultron to go with Giant Man. That would have kept people talking, going, oh hey, if I buy this HasLab Giant Man, then it's going to work great because now I've got these other figures that kind of go with him and complement him. It would have kept people talking, because right now it's just not really populating the cultural zeitgeist. We've kind of just like, we got the reveal, and now we're moving on. And if you want it, you want it. And if you don't, you don't. And there's nothing to really change that, because there are no tiers, which is a good thing. Well, actually, no. Tiers would have been good if the base price was still the same. If the base price was still $200 and then you got action figure tiers on top of that. Because the problem we had with the Hell Charger was you were charging a price that included tiers that we might not get. And that sucked. So if you actually just kept it at $200 but still had potential tiers, that would have kept people interested. But then again, I guess probably the margins weren't good enough for it to be worthwhile for Hasbro. But hey, sometimes, especially in this economy, you've got to offer a little bit more to get people to part with their money. So yeah, who knows? I hope it funds, but I'm not sure. If it does though, me for one at least, I'm going to be a happy chappy. Mezco have revealed their King Conan figure, coming out summer next year. Hopefully, for $100. This guy, yeah, it's Mezco. So I dig him because I dig Mezco. I'm a big Mezco fan. Dare I even go so far as to say I'm a big dirty Mezco fanboy. But I just love their style. Although really, I have to limit myself as to what I buy, because, you know, there's only so much money in the world. So I'm always going to go more for your comic book characters. But I know for a fact that the first Mezco Conan, he sold like hotcakes. People loved that guy. And now we've got the older, more sort of astute elder statesman kind of Conan. That face sculpt right there, that looks like the full, excuse me while I butcher his name, Frank Frazetta? It looks like his artwork. Perfectly realized. So Mezco have done a really good looking job with this. And I can imagine, similar to the first Conan, I'm not going to order this guy. And then when he does come out and everyone's posting their pictures of him and saying how great he is, I'm going to have huge FOMO, because I was like, oh man, I should have ordered the Conan. But then similarly, just like with the previous Conan, I'll get over it. and it'll be fine. But even the torch effect, I love that fire. That's really pretty as well. I mean, of course, these are all perfectly lit, shot, stylized, backdropped, CGI enhanced, probably photos, but you still get a good idea as to what he's going to look like. And yeah, I'm impressed, man. I love the removable armor as well, so you can have so many different looks, all the different weapons, the cape. Oh gosh, am I convincing myself? I might be. He's got a furry cape as well. You pretty much got two different looking action figures here if you want to mix and match all the different parts. Whew, Mezco, you frustrate me with your release dates, but man, when you reveal stuff like this, how can I stay mad at you? A bit of happy news here. Beasts of the Cyberzoic Age Kickstarter has fully funded, which is just great because you love to see these things happen. Independent creators bringing their lines to life. So there's still lots of tiers and things to unlock, but the base offerings, they're good, they're set, they're sorted. Funnily enough, I had the chance to interview the creator of this line, but unfortunately we had technical audio issues, so I couldn't use that on Good News. But you know what? He didn't even need the model behavior pixie dust. It's funded, and now we're just building on the tiers. This line looks like it's going to be so much fun, so beautiful. Dino Riders, basically, but with dragons as well as dinosaurs. And the human characters are about 1/18th scale, I think. They're smaller than Marvel Legends, but I don't want to get my numbers wrong. Regardless, though, I wouldn't be in this for the humans. I'd be in this for the dinosaurs and the dragons, and they look beautiful. So kudos, Cyberzoic. That's great to hear. And now, if you back this and you got some money left over, why not go over and support Street Humans as well? I just want to see everyone's Kickstarters fund. I like seeing people do it yourself and being successful, and this is a great example of that. Walmart Collecticon is getting some Star Wars representation with two figures. First of all, we've got this Ahsoka one. That's going to be about $34, which honestly I think is too much. I'm just calling it like I see it. I don't know what plastic and manufacturing costs, but $34. It's $35. It's $34.99. Get out of here with your price rhetoric. Come on. If you're buying this, God bless you, and I hope that you enjoy it. But that's a lot of money for kind of a novelty item. So Star Wars Black Series prices. Sometimes we scoff at Marvel Legends prices, but dang, the Black Series, they take it to another level. So you got the Holocron version of Ahsoka Tano here as well. And then you got the holiday figures. Whew, we all remember Holiday Mandalorian from last year on this channel. And this one, we've got the security droid in holiday colors. And this is $27.99, $28 we can call it. So this is available, I think, on the Walmart online Collecticon website. I think you can get those there. Although, my apologies if I haven't got my facts completely straight. But hey, sometimes you just put this on for the pretty pictures and a little bit of background noise while you're doing your laundry. I know how things work. So yeah, it's a repainted security droid. It's fine, but both of these certainly very much surplus to requirements. But for the collector who has everything, you're probably going to want to add these guys as well. Sticking with Kickstarters, or going back to Kickstarters, Mattel have announced their crowdfunding, what are they called? Mattel Creations, that's it. Mattel Creations Snake Lair playset, and they've been doing well with their playsets. People are digging them, and right now we literally just have the announcement and the concept art here. That's all we got to go on. So prices, renders, all that sort of stuff, that's off in the future. They're just letting you know what's coming and saying, yo, if you like He-Man playsets, this is something to get excited about. So, yeah, go get excited about it. Now, do it. What are you waiting for? I'm not feeling your excitement. McFarlane have a few McFarlane online store exclusive figures coming out. Nothing earth-shaking, but a couple of nice things though as well. First of all, the one that I really like is the Merciless gold label super deluxe version character, and I always loved the Merciless figure. I thought it looked great. That's McFarlane doing what McFarlane do best. Monster characters, robots, knights, that kind of thing. So the Merciless looks mean. And often I'm not a big fan of McFarlane's paintwork, but this Merciless, I love the kind of rusty metal kind of look they've gone for with him. That looks really great. Then we got another line art figure, this time Black Manta. The line art stuff doesn't do too much for me, but it clearly does sell. People do want them, so you can get yourself a nice little line art Black Manta as well. And then finally, they've got a signature series, Batman and Spawn 2-pack. And this one, I always just thought the Batman face is just so awful. There's nothing else I can say. I'm the Batman. What? How did that one slip past all of the quality control? This looks rotten, McFarlane. And I was just complimenting some of your work, so don't say that I'm not fair. Because I am. I just calls them like I sees them. That Batman face is shocking. But nonetheless, if you like these guys, you can get them at the McFarlane website. Another crowdfunding project now. Is this the world we live in now? Is everything just crowdfunded? I mean, I don't hate it because we do get some unusual products, but let's chill with some of the crowdfunding, especially with big companies like Hasbro, where you got to say, come on, do you need to crowdfund this? Things like Street Humans and Cyberzoic, like those are one-man band operations. I get the crowdfunding, but with the bigger companies, I'm not too sure. Nonetheless, though, Super7 are giving us the Cobra mothership, and I mean, as a spectacle of a creation, it looks pretty amazing. It's gonna be $500 though, $495 to be exact, and it needs 4,000 backers by December 11th. I don't know about this. This is the 3.75 inch O-ring. I finally know what O-ring means. So O-ring scale set, and look, it looks impressive. And hey, they got the no, it was Hasbro that did the fighter jet. But Super7, they've had success with similar projects in the past, the Thunder Tank and whatnot, so they have previous form. But I don't know, man. $500 is a lot of money. Seeing all the figures in there, though, there's a certain... It's nostalgia. I mean, this is what you wanted as a kid. This is what you would have had just so much fun playing with. So I can see the appeal, but $500 is a lot of money. It's a lot of moolah. And 4,000 backers. It's not insane, but it's a tall order. But, not being in the G.I. Joe zeitgeist, I don't know just how ravenous fans are for this. And maybe they are just ravenous, greedy little piggies who are going to just gobble this up like kibble. But yeah, I hope it's successful. I hope everyone's successful. Unless there's like an evil person doing evil schemes. Probably don't want them to be successful. But action figure manufacturers making badass projects? Yeah, I'm kind of happy to see that. Plus also, if you've got a 1/12 scale Hasbro G.I. Joe Classifieds collection, this will work with that as well because it's a mothership up in the sky. So you could have this at the back of your display and it'll still work. You won't think like, oh, that's too small. You just think, oh no, that's far away. So This could have some broader appeal for all G.I. Joe collectors, not just the 3.75 inch guys, but also those of you who collect the classified line. This could be appealing as well with the light up features and all that kind of stuff as well. The little details inside, like they have gone pretty hard with that. But again, $500 worth of hard? I don't know. But also $500 and you got to apply the decals yourself. That leaves a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. You can see they got the different tiers as well. You got the unlocks and the early bird orders. You can go over to check it out, at the Super7 website. It looks nice, but it's a lot of money, man. Let me know what you think. Genuinely, I'm intrigued. What do you guys think about this? Because I think it might be a tough sell. I don't know. Mondo have shown pictures of their Omega Red 1/6 scale figure. And if you like the Mondo X-Men animated style we've seen with Sabretooth and with Wolverine, then, I'm pretty sure you're probably going to get a kick out of this guy as well. He looks, again, just towering, imposing, mean, badass. That's what you want, and that's what you're getting. So he's going to probably be, I'm guessing, I'm spitballing because I don't have a full price, but probably about $250. That's what I think Wolverine and Sabretooth are. So they ain't cheap, but just look at the action figure you're getting here, just popping straight off of the cartoon show. I was going to say the comic book page, but no, this is straight out of the X-Men 90s TV show. Omega Red looking like a boss. He was always one of my favorite X-Men villains. Just such a cool design, concept, look for the character. I love it. I really, really do. someone just asked me, they were like, oh, Dave, should I pre-order this? And I'm like, I don't know, do what makes you happy. But honestly, I think this would make me pretty happy. 3 different heads, the different tendrils as well. Yeah, this carbonadium-laced badass, he looks awesome. Iconic Studios have shown off their first images of their 1/6 scale Akuma figure, and dang it, this is the same company that have done Ken and Ryu, and they look stunning. Wait, have they done Ken? They've done Ryu, at least, and he looks incredible. And now we're getting Akuma, and it's funny, I really want to get the Storm Collectibles Street Fighter figures, and the funny thing is, they're so expensive on the secondhand market now, it would actually be cheaper for me to buy these 1/6 scale characters instead. That's bonkers. We don't have an official price, but I'm guessing it's going to be kind of Hot Toys kind of prices. You're going to be looking at about $200, $250 probably. But you got time to save. He's not going to be coming out until about a year's time, around about the 3rd quarter of next year. So he's a long way off, but you've got this black light, Akuma sigil on his back. You've got the eyes that are black lit as well. I mean, when am I ever going to shine a black light on it? Probably not very often. I wouldn't want to shine a black light in this room. But it just looks great. And with the purple power effects as well, I can just see him doing his, what's it called, Setsu Hadoken? Or the murder, death, kill, whatever his ultimate finishing move is. I love it. I really do. And I'm thinking, I need my Street Fighter fix, and this might be it. So the more I look at these pictures, the more I'm like, Dave, when was the last time you treated yourself? That would actually be this morning. So it's not like I'm wanting for the occasional little treat. But you know what? I think I deserve another treat. I think I've been good. I think I deserve it. So yeah, Iconic Studios, congratulations, guys. You're killing the game. I just love, literally, the game. The face sculpt, it just looks great. It's anime. It's slightly realistic as well, but also straight from the Street Fighter V video game style. Yeah, I'm kind of in love with this Akuma. I could be tempted to roll the dice. I might roll the dice. I don't know. But then I need to get Ryu as well, and we're looking at a slippery slope, but I kind of want to just slide into it. That sounds weird. Saint Cloth Myth Andromeda Shun. You can always tell when I just need to try and memorize the name of something and then regurgitate it before my brain forgets it. That's the name of this character. It's from an anime of some sort. That's all I can tell you. Tamashii Nations. It's up for pre-order right now, as of today, October 13th, and going to be released in about a year's time or so. It's going to be a little while. But if you are a fan of this anime, then you're probably going to be a fan of this figure. I've never come across this before, but I know that there is a whole world of anime stuff that is completely off my radar. But there's a lot of folks who watch this channel, God bless you, thank you, who are big fans. So guys, if this is for you, then go pick it up. I've got no idea if this is good, bad, or indifferent compared to the source material, but I'm sure it's probably pretty good. I mean, recreating anime characters is a lot easier because they're such basic kind of designs, very smooth and bold. So yeah, there you go. And I gotta say, he, I mean, it's so hard to tell with anime characters. Nonetheless, they look pretty fun. Also, real chains. That's a sign of quality for me. Real chains, yes, you're starting to win me over. A couple of pictures from the not Super 7, come on Dave, Diamond Select. There you go, Diamond Select booth at New York Comic Con. Just their 3 upcoming figures. First of all, Crimson Dynamo. He looks to be the same kind of style and quality as Titanium Man, who is great. Really, really great figure. So if this is similar, then you're going to be in for a treat. And he's going to look awesome. Yes, you could always argue, select scale too big, but this is a giant mech dude. He should be big. Yeah, the unmasked head will be arguably too big, but why would you want to have that? You got this awesome looking, I forget the name of the Disney space movie. It escapes me. But yeah, this looks great. I really, really like the look of it. And if I still had a crazy buy everything Marvel Universe collection, he would definitely have pride of place. One guy who wouldn't, though, is their Captain America. This just doesn't really do too much for me, but I can't say that there's not impressive aspects to this. I love the fact that by the looks of things, you can fully swap out the torso. And then you've got the old shield as well, and the belt, so you can have modern Cap, you can have super retro Cap, and you can even have like cel-shaded animated shadow on the face Cap or a regular Cap as well. There's a lot of caps for your capping. So this isn't for me, because again, wouldn't scale. I'm a 6-inch scale kind of guy, but it looks like they put the effort in, and I admire that, and I give props and kudos for it. And then you got Archangel, and actually this is the most impressive looking picture I've seen of him. For whatever reason, they've caught an angle, some shadowing that just makes him look a little bit badass. I think the wings look a little skinny, but that's actually clearly a design choice on their part. They've gone for some kind of concept art that's what they're mirroring. But with the 3 different heads, those diverse looks, I can see he, at least in this, he's only got the fisted hands, which is a bit surprising. I thought there would be some other like flying kind of hands or something. Maybe those might be somewhere, but if that's the base offering there, that's all you're getting, then still, it's a nice looking package. So yeah, it doesn't scale right for me, but it does look like a nice figure regardless. So Super 7, not Super 7, come on Dave. Diamond Select, thank you. They're representing themselves pretty well. Iron Romance Workshop Fresh Blood Azuma. Once again, one of these characters that I'm like, I gotta just commit this to memory very quickly. It's an off-brand Transformer basically. Excuse me, I had to stifle a burp there. It's a robot that turns into a crab-type bug sort of thing. Very much like, what's his name? Was it Rampage in Beast Wars? I forget, but kind of a cross between Rampage and Inferno. Whatever it is, it's like a bit of a crab, a bit of an ant, and honestly, 100% pretty darn awesome. So this is going to be 8,000 yen, which is about $50, give or take. I'm still learning about this, but with the multiple arms and the glowy effect, not glowy effects, but like the power effects and stuff, I really like this. I'm not normally a big Transformers guy, especially when they do transform, because I feel like you have to compromise some of the look, but I love his ant head codpiece. That's a phrase I didn't think I'd be saying today. Ant head codpiece. But it looks kind of fun. If you want a third party, I guess this is an original creation. It harkens back to many similar designs, but I don't think it's an exact version of any one thing, but I really like the look of it. And 8,000 yen is not a crazy price either. So maybe give Iron Romance Workshop a Google, see what the details are on that, because this guy, yeah, with all 6 arms and I love the paintwork on the ant head, like what looks like a wash on there as well. There's some nice stuff here. I kind of really dig this. As a random standalone little transforming curiosity, I could be tempted to find a place for this guy in the collection. Having him next to the Transmetal Megatron, woof. Oh yeah, he could be like Megatron's general. Okay, I'm starting to headcanon this and I'm getting quite excited. For the Street Fighter connoisseur who wants to do a little something extra with their Jada Toys Chun-Li figure, there's this Instagram creator. I don't know them. I just saw these images and I thought they were kind of fun. Not even going to try and pronounce the name. I just don't want to embarrass myself or insult them. But if you want to give some more personality to your Chun-Li figure, then you got a lot of different personalities to choose from here. I just thought these were kind of fun to share. A little bit subversive as well, but if you want to go that direction with the Street Fighter collection, then more power to you. That was almost a rhyme. I should be a battle rapper person. I'd call myself... No. Help me out, guys, in the chat. What would be my battle rapping name? Don't be too mean. But yeah, you can buy these. I think it's $30 for an unpainted head or $50 for a painted head. And yeah, again, I don't know anything about this guy. I just got a couple of people send me these images and I thought, this is kind of fun. I'll share them with you. And yeah, there you go. We've got a little sneaky peek look at Lady Gaga. I mean, we've had a lot of Lady Gaga Harley Quinn pictures that have been accidentally on purpose being leaked out to the internet. This is another one. It just looks cool. I'm a big Lady Gaga fan. I watched her in, what's that musical one with her and Bradley Cooper? A Star is Born. Man, fell in love with her in that. I realized, like, wow, you are a really great actress, and she's going to kill it as Harley Quinn. Can't wait to see this. And this picture, it just builds up a little bit more excitement. I wanted to share it with you. I think it looks cool. This movie's gonna slap. Do people still say that? Well, I just said it, so there you go. It's officially uncool. in an interesting little curveball for the DCEU or DCU or whatever, James Gunn's DC, it might not be long for this world, because there are some serious rumors going around Hollywood town that Warner Brothers Studios are going to be up for sale, and that chances are Universal Studios are the ones who are going to buy them. So we don't know. There's a lot of speculation, but there's so many places reporting these stories and rumors that often when you smell a little bit of smoke, that's when there's a fire. I remember this distinctly just recently with Fox. There was a lot of people saying, "Did you hear that Disney are going to buy Fox?" And people are like, "Yeah, right." And then lo and behold, Disney buy Fox, and we're getting Deadpool 3 with Wolverine. I mean, this could happen. This could very realistically happen, and if it does, then who knows if Universal are going to want to go with the James Gunn universe. It's a real interesting time, but nothing's happening yet. But there's enough in the news cycle to make you think that there might be something to this. And yeah, this is a story we're going to want to keep track of. So happy to see that there is going to be a new season of South Park starting October 27th, and boom, they're going straight in with the great kind of social commentary that they always do. This time, showing us the new, brave, diverse South Park cast. South Park, they're so good at just basically mocking both sides of any argument. Whether you're left wing, right wing, whether you're woke or anti-woke, they'll just make fun of you regardless. And I really love that. And I freaking love South Park. And showing these strong female characters who are replacing our originals, I dig it. I love it. And the fact that in the trailer they have PC Principal saying how this is a great idea and it's perfectly acceptable, I love it. South Park, keep doing what you do. Still probably one of the best shows on TV. I can't wait to see this. And folks, that does it for Good News for today. I had to wrap this up pretty quickly because I got to get to work. So Creator Corner and Cosplay Corner, they'll be back in the next episode. But gang, thank you so much for watching. What did you think about the items covered? Comment below, let me know. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then you can help out the channel. You can go over to patreon.com/displaying-model-behaviour. Toss a couple of bucks my way, really helps me get these videos out and honestly spend less time in a other job and more time doing this, which is, that's living the dream. And also you get access to all the extra bonus videos on there, a whole bunch of reviews and all sorts of fun stuff. So that's on the Patreon. But if you're just sitting back, relaxing, watching this and living your life, then thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up, that apparently helps out the algorithm. So gang, thank you for watching, and until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Coffee. Big time coffee.